Hi.
Hi Rahul, how are you?
Good, good. How are you?
Very good, thank you.
It's good to see you finally.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah. So quickly just tell our followers who you are, what styles do you teach, and what city are you at?
Okay, so my name is Aziza Degwekar, and I'm basically a dance teacher. And I teach belly dancing, I teach Bollywood, and I teach Bolly hop. And along with this, I do a lot of fusions. So I fuse belly dancing with Bharatnatyam, I fuse it with Kathak, I fuse it with different traditional Indian dance styles.
That's great. So you were talking about, fusing a lot of style. What style did you first start with, and where did you train yourself?
Okay, so when I started actually belly dancing, I'm an Iranian. I'm not a
Oh,
pure Indian. Yeah, so my
okay.
origins are from Iran. Yeah, so
All right.
in Iran, the way they dance is a very typical Arabic style of movement.
Right,
So the
right,
belly
right.
dancing comes naturally. But then
Yeah.
I started with a local teacher over here. Her name was Essa, and I started training with her. And
Right.
then I realized that belly dancing is pretty easy. I never found it very
Ah,
difficult. Yeah, so I don't know why, but
it was easy
maybe
for you because it came to you naturally. Maybe that's why.
yeah. When I teach belly dancing, I like the way girls are like, oh my god, this is like some nuclear science being taught to us, and somewhere it comes very naturally to me, and I'm like, it's easy. Come on, give it a try.
Right, right,
So
right, right.
I find it pretty easy.
That's great. And how did you get into Bharatnatyam? Did you train in that as well?
No, I did not. So, whenever Rahul, I wanted to do something different, like when I wanted to create a new choreography, I have an academy with more than 300 belly dancers to 500 belly dancers with me.
Wow.
So we are the Limca Book record holders for the largest belly dance flash mob that we have conducted in India. So when we
Wow.
were doing, yeah, so when we were doing a fusion, the concept was called finding freedom within. So
Okay.
finding freedom simply meant you're okay in fusing anything with any dance style.
Right.
And that's when we decided to fuse Bharatnatyam. So I took a small course from a few teachers, and I tried to learn the basic steps of Bharatnatyam, Chhau dancing, and Kathak, so that I could just use elements of it in my dance, because I just wanted to execute this flash mob with this concept. So whenever I've
Right.
learned a different dance style, I've not really put myself totally into it. I've just done like small courses with it.
Right. Right. Aziza, your video is lagging a little in the middle. Is there a network issue there?
No, does not seem like there is no issue. Do you want me to disconnect and reconnect again?
If you could do that once,
Yeah, I'll
that'd be
just do
nice.
that. Give me a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah, give me a minute.
Yeah. Guys, please stick around. Aziza is going to be back. She's not gone yet. In the meanwhile, do download the Guratu app, and we are revamping by the end of the month, and you're going to see a lot of fitness videos on it, a lot of yoga videos on it, and we are fusing dance into all of that. So you should download that for sure, and be ready for updates. And yes, keep following us, keep showing us the love that you've been giving us. Thank you so much for that. Keep tagging us if you want to get featured, and keep using the hashtag Godatu and keep using the hashtag Godatu.dance. All right, she is here. All right.
Yes, so
Let's
hi,
start.
I'm back.
Yeah. All right. Tell us more about your institute and your whole journey. How did you start that? And how long has it been since you've been training these students of yours?
Okay, so I started back there in the year 2000 as an aerobics
Wow.
instructor. Yeah. So I started as an aerobics
That's
instructor.
that's a long duration.
Yeah, long time. So I did a Reebok certification that time, and then I always knew I wanted to get. I was the youngest trainer in my gym, and I was
Wow.
always bullied. And then somewhere slowly I decided to transit slowly from the aerobics and move on towards dancing, because as the trend started going up, Rahul, I realized that you need to change, and I was getting too bored. I did it for 7 years. I worked as an aerobics instructor for 7 years, and
Wow.
then I just decided to, let's give dance a chance. And then I joined few classes, few academies. I did Bollywood. I found Bollywood very difficult. So,
Really?
uh,
Yeah,
yeah,
actually,
I don't know.
and for Indians, I think it comes naturally to us. So we have a gala time doing Bollywood.
I find Bollywood a full of lot of energy, and
Yes,
you have to be like without a pause. Like don't hold. You can't even breathe. Don't breathe. Just dance and finish the
you're on
dance and
fire.
crack.
You're on fire.
Yeah. So I got trained in different dance styles. I started my academy. My academy is 10 years old now. It's called as Step
Wow.
Studio, and
Yes.
I'm a software engineer by profession. Just to
Wow.
let you know. So
Wow.
I've done my master's in computer science. I've worked in an IT field for 4 years, and
Right.
then I quit. And I focused on my dance classes full time.
So when was this calling that came to you that, okay, yes, I don't want to take, the software engineering as a career, and dance is something that I really want to, continue
Uh,
with.
there was a phase when I was working in an IT field, and I realized that I was constantly judged. I'm sorry to say this, but I was like, when you're a girl working in an IT firm, and so many years back, I'm talking about 2007, 2008.
Right. Right.
So
Right. Right.
years back, when I realized that you get up from your chair and like, oh, she got up from her chair. So you talk on the phone.
Wow.
Oh, she's talking on the phone.
Really?
And the culture
Wow.
back then was very looked down upon, and girls were always told that, oh, you can't do this, you can't code, you can't write this, you can't perform well, you're not doing well. And side by
Wow.
side, I was taking my dance classes after my work hours. And then I realized I enjoy my teaching job so much. You get so much of respect, you get so much of love, you get so much of freedom. And
Right.
that is what I missed. And then, even when my salary was around 42,000 back then, I put
Wow.
my first down without thinking. I was like, I'm done. Thank you. And I moved ahead and I focused on my dance academy full time.
Yeah, but then it was worth it. It was worth it for sure because we've seen how you've grown and we've been seeing your crazy videos. Even we posted one video of yours today. Tell us more about this video. So we see a lot of these crazy, formations that you do with the dance and what sync. Like it's beautiful. So how do you manage it? How long does it take to train dancers? What's your usual regime when you do a show? How many months do you train for such a performance?
So frankly, when Rahul, my girls are superb because I've been teaching since so many years now. So my students are brilliant at understanding my language and my teaching format. So for me,
Right.
I always try to fix a choreography individually first before I bring them together. So I
Wow.
don't bring them together and create a choreography. I just think that, individually, I need to fix each one to perfection. And
Awesome.
I keep throwing challenges at them where I say that tomorrow I'm going to check your solo. So, when you watch people in a solo, you can correct them better rather than just seeing everything happening together.
Right.
So
Right.
I
Right. Right.
always individually fix them. And I don't know if you've seen the video with 180 girls that is there
Yes,
on
I think
on
even,
YouTube.
I've seen that. Of course.
Okay,
Yes,
so
this was
that
long. It was like last year or something.
just last year. Yes,
Yes.
last year. And when I was doing that, I remember I cried after the performance the first time when we all came together and we danced. It was
Right.
very difficult, but we had made everyone in 30 groups of 30s. So 30,
Okay.
30, 30, and that's how we got them together. And when 180 girls came together, it was crazy. The energy is very different, and it's beautiful to, be a teacher.
Of course. Of course. I mean, I myself am a teacher, so I know how it feels. To see these children grow, these students grow, which is like the best feeling ever.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So we've heard about your journey of you've been in the dancing industry for 20 years. Tell us about the hardships that you've gone through. I'm sure it's not been so smooth. I'm sure there've been days that you would have thought that, oh God, why am I doing? Or days when people would have put you down. Tell us a little bit more about that.
Uh, what I just realized over these years is that I just wish that dance teaching was given the same respect as how much normal teachers were given. So
Absolutely.
in India particularly, I feel that they take it more as a hobby. I wish that they
Right.
just took a little bit more as a profession, as a job, as an important factor that their child's morale is getting boosted because of dance teachers. So
Right.
we
Right.
have
Right.
slow. I'm sure you have trained slow learners. I'm sure you have trained kids who have learning disabilities,
Ab-
and then you try to place them all together in a dance. You never omit the child. So
Absolutely.
so somewhere I just feel over these 20 years that I wish parents took us slightly more seriously. That would be one very important point which I would like to mention over here. And secondly, I wish we were not driven by the views and the comments.
Oh, oh
Yeah,
yes.
so I think creation today has become more about how many views and how many comments you get it, or whether your video is viral or no. Whereas back then we didn't care. So we still created content, we enjoyed it, we teach. And now students are like, oh, I want to take a video. You finish the dance, I want to take a video. And it's like, you need to perfect those moves and then take a
Correct.
video.
Correct. These 2 points have been so important, like what you talked about, dance teachers. I think this happened with me as well. When someone asked me, what do you do, and I said I teach dance, he's like, that's fine, what do you do with that? So they never took. I was like, I teach dance. He's like, and that's precisely the reason how Goratu started. It was like more like a decision by me that, okay, let's take dance seriously. I don't think anyone else is doing this platform is not available anywhere else. We then
Right.
I thought, so, making dance a absolutely big name so that people start taking it seriously. I think Guratu started with this whole thinking that
And
dance is serious.
I've been following you guys since very long. I'm sure you know that. And
Cause.
and I'm sure you know that I was not very Insta active till like 2 years ago.
Yeah,
And then you realize you have to be active. You're forced to be active.
correct.
Because if you're not forced to be active, your students don't even feel your worth. They
Right, right.
want you to be a social media person.
In fact, that I was coming to that question itself. So, how did you see this transformation? Like, we've started in the late '90s or the 2000s, early 2000s, when social media was just around there, but not as big as it is today. So, how did you see this whole change, and how did you adapt to it by getting into, coming with more videos and being there so that people can watch you regularly?
Uh, so frankly, Rahul, I've never ever thought about social media as an important part of my life. For
Right.
me, my real audience is my students that walk into my academy from different
Correct.
corners of the city and learn from me. And what I just realized is presence is important, but not the fact that pressure is. I don't
Right.
take it as pressure. So
Which.
when this transition was happening, sometimes I sit and I watch certain things and I'm like, oh, how is this selling, or how is that selling, and how is that selling?
Right.
You Yeah, but then I've always been in a very happy phase where I don't get into self doubt. I believe that you should create uniquely. I want someone to look at my video and say, oh, this is something different than those 100 people that we saw on
Correct.
Instagram. And frankly, I keep telling my trainers, I have a team with me, and I keep telling them that please, do not get into this. Presence is important. Don't do it under pressure. You won't be able to create new things. You won't be able to be natural. You won't be able to be yourself if you let
Absolutely.
this take over. I'm sure you, as an app, you don't find it necessary that I should post something every day, 3 times a day. I don't think so.
Correct.
It's okay
So,
if you don't.
so we are fortunate that there's so many beautiful dances across the world. So we have the liberties of posting every day and about different dances, and that's what our whole app is all about. Getting everyone united through dance. So I
Right.
totally understand, but individual posting 3 videos in a day, it becomes really difficult, and I don't think
Yeah.
it's possible also. And even for all the followers, it's always what you said was very important. Is about being unique rather than being someone else, and to understand, okay, he's getting views or she's getting views, let's try this with a dancer, let's try this move. I think that's where the whole essence goes for a toss.
Right. And I'm simultaneously, I train with a person. His name is called as Bunty sir. Very old fashioned, old techniques of teaching. He's not even there on Instagram, very active. So we were once doing a practice routine and I did something in a particular way. And he told me, he's like, are you trying to dance like this person? I won't mention the name here. Are you trying to
Wow.
dance? And I was very embarrassed. And he said, Aziza, you have a different style. Stick to your
Right.
style. Because there are going to be 100 people out there who are going to be like him. You need to be
Right.
unique. And that hit me very hard. And I was
Right.
like, he's right. I need to stick to what I am, how I am. If there are 100 people watching him and trying to be like him, why should I be one of those 100 people?
Absolutely.
Rather, I should, and you sometimes need a teacher to knock you on your head. And that's what
But
my Bunty sir did that. And he knocked me on my head and he's like, don't be like them.
a lot of times, even we've noticed with our followers as well, with our posts as well. Initially, we thought, this journey, I'm sure you've seen us, that we've grown in the past. Like, it's taken us years to reach wherever we are. So,
Right.
initially, we used to think that what is happening? We are posting such good content. Why isn't it getting the views that it deserves? But then later on, I realized that it's not about running fast. It's just that when you have good content, people will come automatically. You don't have
Right.
to
Right.
desperately go out and do stuff.
Right. And I also feel that sometimes if you try to repeat your success factor again and again, it is not going to work every time. If you tried something once, it's not going to work the second time.
But
If one format has worked once, not necessarily the same format will work the second time. And here is where a choreographer is thrown with a challenge, that why
absolutely,
don't you try something new now with your, yeah, if you're going to do the same thing, okay, I did one Madhuri song, and if I do one more Madhuri song, it's not going to have the same response as the previous one.
absolutely. Right, right,
So
right, right.
I think here is where we need to understand that social media presence is important, not the pressure, and
Right.
that will just help
That's
you
so well.
create.
That's so well said. I think I'm going to quote you that social media presence is what pressure. That's brilliantly said.
No, I meet so many youngsters, Rahul. I meet these youngsters. I meet girls who write to me and they are disappointed. My video has not got the views. Why? My video is
Right.
not getting the views. And I feel so sad that here you had to think about school and college numbers and you're thinking about the views on your video. And it was
Yeah.
rather funny. I'm like, oh, I was bothered how much I would score out of 100 and not
Yeah,
how many
exactly.
views I got on my video.
We didn't know what views were at that time. I don't even know if the word view even existed for us when we were in school.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So
Absolutely.
since we're talking about social media, there's another big game changer which has come, which is called TikTok. So if you've seen the content there, for me, it's like at times I'm like blown away. Like, what are they doing? People are doing crazy stuff. Of course, there are some amazing dances as well, but there's these crazy videos over there, and which are just going viral. And I have
Yeah,
no clue how
absolutely.
does that happen.
Absolutely. I think that's luck. See, let's not take it away from them. They've worked hard for it. But then, if one person has got lucky, I see somebody trying to only do that for fame. Yeah, they are
Right,
trying to. Okay, there were a bunch of guys who really got lucky, and that's so good. They got
right.
lucky. They worked hard for it. They got lucky. Their faith changed. They moved ahead. But then, trying to use somebody else's success formula is not always going to
Not
work.
gonna work. Right.
Yeah. So I
So
think
true.
TikTok is good. It's good to just be present over there. But I don't forcefully try to create something. I just go over there, I put up my dance video, and I disappear. And I don't think it should matter, that you've got views on it or you've not got the views on it and it's got viral. Oh, this person made a video, even I'll make the same TikTok video. This
Right,
mentality. And I'm sorry to say, Rahul, but so many celebrities are doing that. And
right.
when celebrities do that, you can't expect anything but the audience to follow. And in
Follow.
India,
That's
people follow very quickly. Like something happens and people follow it. So when
right.
celebrities do that, I find it a little sad that, okay, if they are doing it, everybody is going to follow it for sure.
Correct, correct. And I think dance is so pure. I think you should just make your own choreography. It should never, as you said, it's never about the pressure of views. You should create your
Yeah.
own unique style of dancing, which is going to be beautiful. That's what I feel.
Right. And somewhere, if you're experimenting, share it, take the feedback, have fun with the feedback. Don't just try to comment and put each other down. I think dance is a process of self-learning, enjoying yourself, sharing your knowledge, and it's not about the views. It's not about the likes. It's beyond that. It's about a joy. You know what I like the best about dancing is that I always tell my students this. I like the fact that I can be any character. I can be an 8-year-old child, I can be a 60-year-old woman. And
So true.
that is the
Right.
beauty when I perform. I love that part of dancing. And I think my students should also take it up that way.
Correct. So, we're talking about social media, but I'm sure you've been part of shows and all. How intimidated were you before when you first started dancing and you saw these crazy dancers around you, or you've been through shows that you go there and you're like, oh my God, how is she dancing? And will I ever dance like this? Like, I've been intimidated for sure. Like, I was part of
Right.
House Institute, and initially when I was a student, I used to be like, blown away with his dances. I used to be like,
Right.
oh boy. Of course, then the journey began and I became a trainer. But then, yeah,
Hmm.
how did you manage? How did you cope up with that in order to come up with this whole idea of I'll start my own institute?
See, here comes the difference between what you want to be. I wanted to be a teacher, not a
Right,
dancer.
right.
So I drew that line in my career much earlier, where I was sure that I don't want to be the best dancer in the room. I want to be the best teacher in the room. It's not
Well,
important that, I should be the highlighted one everywhere, every time. I lead my crew, but I'm not the best one. I'm the one who's made each one of them the best. So
so
people
you're like
take
the best
note of.
coach out.
I didn't get that, sorry.
You're like the best coach out there.
That is what I wanted to be. I wanted to be the best teacher there. So
Right,
I think I drew that line, and that is why when I watch another dancer killing it on the floor, I'm like, whoa, this is so cool. She's so good. But I can't be her. I'm a
right,
teacher. I can guide her. I can tell her where to do the energy controls, maybe the expression, maybe the power she's throwing around on the floor. But then I really can't tell her anything beyond that or try to be like her. So I'm
right.
happy in a zone where I watch some videos sometimes and I'm like, wow, look at her, she's killing it on the floor. But somewhere back of the mind, I'm judging it as a teacher. And
Right,
I'm always thinking as a teacher. I very rarely think as a dancer. So
right. No, I relate to you so well. In fact, that's the reason you will never see a video of mine on Godatu. I don't think I've ever posted one. Yeah, I
okay.
think one.
No, I don't
Yeah,
think I have ever seen one.
yeah. There are about 10,500 posts on the feed, and I think they must have been just 2 posts of mine, and I'm not sure, maybe one.
Yeah, that
So
is
yeah,
what I think everybody has set goals in their life, which we don't show maybe, but we have it set. That I
right,
want to be the best teacher. I want people to look up to me for my teachings, because when I'm much older than today, I won't be
yeah.
able to dance the same way, but I'll be able to guide. So I look up to choreographers. I love a lot of choreographers, and those are the people I actually look up to, is choreographers who think beyond their boxes.
So tell us about a few of them that you've worked with probably, or a few dancers that you
I
like.
I have
Yeah,
never got a chance to work with a lot of people because I'm so engrossed in teaching. But then I love Saroj Khan.
of course,
If you
right.
talk about Bollywood, I love Saroj Khan. I love the grace, the style she has. Then I love Royal Family as a team. I
Oh
love
yes,
Kings United. Yeah, I love Kings United. I like the way they think. I like the way they execute. So these are
they are,
two, three names
like
which I
they
can.
think pretty out of the box.
Yeah, see, when you
Out
watch
of
them, your mouth is like,
the-
and you're shocked. You're like,
You're just
wow,
blown.
what just happened? It's unexpected. And these thrills in a choreography is what I like. It's different.
Right,
And
right.
then there are so many people who try to be like them, and I'm sorry, you can't be like them.
They have their own unique style. They're different, and the
Absolutely.
creators. That's the difference. If you're creating something, it will always come out beautiful. But at least suddenly when you start copying, it's gone.
Yeah, and as a choreographer, you think about the choreographer before the dancer.
Right. Correct. Absolutely.
You always think about what was she thinking. I don't know if you've ever noticed, but there is a song called Azimo Am Shahenshah from Jodha
Yeah.
Akbar. Yeah, so it has around 1,000 plus dancers, and for
Yes.
me that is my stress buster video. So when I'm too stressed, I watch that video and I'm always wondering, how were they directing this? How were they making them dance?
Been
How
insane.
was the precision there? So it makes me very happy.
Right, right, right. So currently, the whole lockdown situation, you are in Mumbai right now, right?
I'm from Pune city.
Oh, okay, great. So how is the situation there in terms of the lockdown, and how since when have you been in the lockdown?
Okay, so I have been into lockdown. It's 57 days.
Wow.
Uh,
You keep
moved
track
out
of
of
days,
my
lost track of days now.
moved out of my house just thrice till now for grocery shopping. That's it, 3 times. Otherwise, my husband has been doing the grocery shopping.
Right.
And our society is under a lockdown, and we are open only from 10 in the morning to 12. Nobody's
Wow.
allowed to go out. Yes, our area is kind of in a containment zone. You can say it's pretty strict over here,
Oh God.
but I'm kind of okay with it. I'm
So
fine with it.
how are you managing your own fitness regime and your whole dance? Are you doing online classes? Are you taking online classes?
Uh, I have been doing live sessions since 25th of March,
Oh
and
wow.
I don't know if you saw it, but I was just featured in Femina magazine for taking these live sessions.
Oh
So
brilliant.
I've taken 22 choreographies till now. That is
Wow.
44 sessions till now,
Awesome.
and yeah, and then now I just made an announcement of a new basic belly batch, which I'm planning to take my first basic belly batch, which is starting tomorrow, with an
Awesome.
online class. Frankly, I don't think you can teach dance online, because the vibe, the energy that you have when you're dancing together in a room is absolutely different. And
Right.
I can't talk to a phone and tell that person, put your right
Right.
leg forward and left leg back.
You know
But I'm
what
gonna
you're saying,
try.
right? But honestly, but we also coming up with this whole revamping. But a lot of times, especially in places in India, a lot of these girls face this problem of their family not allowing them to go outside and learn dance. I think this opportunity is really good for such people. They can explore their
Yeah,
whole bodies, and they see that okay, yes, we can dance at home. So I think that is
right.
one big positive point of all these online classes, that people,
Absolutely.
ladies who cannot, they're always working at home. Even if they take a
Yeah.
half an hour just at home, I think that saves a lot of time.
Yes, I had few husbands do inquiry for their wives, so it was so cute.
Imagine. So I
Like
think
I
that's
want to, I want to just gift it to her as a free session, and I was like, how cute is that?
uh,
So I think everybody is taking a lot of different lessons from this lockdown.
correct.
It's just different.
Right, right, right. So Aziza, it was wonderful having you for this whole chat show. It was just amazing to hear from you. Now, before we go, we do something known as the step of the day. So you do
Oh,
anything. So 8 counts, sitting, standing, whatever you're comfortable. We'll follow you, and I'll ask all the followers to follow you as well.
are you sure you're gonna follow it?
Yes, I'll try. Oh my God, belly dancing? No, I'll try. I'll try.
Okay. So what I will, maybe I'll just sit and do something.
Okay.
So we'll just have a simple head roll, chest roll. That's it. No,
Okay.
no shoulders moving. Chest roll. Yeah. So you can see me?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. One second.
So it's,
One second. Now.
yeah. So it is a head roll, chest roll, shoulders. And you have to do this slightly fast. So it goes 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I need to see the difference. I can see everything moving. It should look like the head followed by the chest, then the shoulder. Come on. So head, chest, shoulder. And now speed it up.
Okay.
Head, chest, shoulder. Head, chest, shoulder. Head, chest, shoulder. Nice.
I think it was better for sure.
That was a good try.
Yeah. I'll probably come for one of your live classes and then try and learn something.
For sure. It would be a pleasure to have you in our live session.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Aziza. Now, before you go, anything for our followers, something about Godatu, something for our followers before you go?
Okay, so just before going, I would like to first thank you and Godatu for giving this platform to all of us to come over here, talk, share our experiences and our knowledge. So thank you so much. Lastly, for all the followers who are following or listening to me, maybe now or maybe later, just be loyal to everything that you do. If you do it for yourself. Don't do it for the audience. First, dance for yourself, for your own happiness, and everything else will happen in your life. So that's it.
Thank you so much. It was beautiful. Thank you so very much.
Thank you. Thank you so
All
much, Rahul. I didn't get that. Sorry.
the best for your live sessions.
Thank you so much, Rahul. Thank you. Yeah.
Bye
Bye-bye.
bye.